Well, I would say probably the most notable change would be the fact that we have just obviously come out of a pandemic. And the better parts of the change is that hopefully we are back in business doing things like we like to do on Nantucket.
The biggest change is a bigger team. We have an awesome long season and year-round staff, and so that's been a shift and a really positive one.
Yeah, the other thing I would add is I think the complexion of vacationers have changed. So people that used to come out in summer in Nantucket or come for a month or whatever, that's changed. So there's a lot more long weekends, day trippers, and so you have to change your marketing accordingly. It's a different crowd. So I think that's been different. And then obviously outdoor dining in the last two seasons has been a big change, and people love it.
Yeah, I think the other thing we've seen as a business is people are really coming out to support local businesses. With COVID, it was obviously a very challenging time for a number of small businesses, and people have really stepped up and they're rooting for us. They love the fact that we're locally made. And so the last 2 years, it's just been a rising tide for us, and we truly appreciate that.
For us, our business is no longer seasonal. It's a much more year-round business. We now do buying throughout the year. The demand, where there's more people out here than ever before. The quiet season isn't really that quiet anymore.
Well, I've adjusted first through technology. I received a technology grant from the Chamber of Commerce, which enabled me to put a display unit in my outdoor cabinet showing demonstrations of my artists working and stills of some of the product and artwork that's shown in my gallery. And I meant it for educational purposes, and it's been a success because I see more young children looking at the art and taking more interest in it than the 30-year-olds. I think it's been successful because they bring their parents up here.
We've really had to embrace new technologies, streamlining our point-of-sale system, integration with all our different departments, using a more robust sales system. We've added our website, which has to be maintained and upgraded and constantly. So I think embracing technology, as much as we live in a beautiful historic community, we need to keep up with the times.
We've spent a lot of time with our chef, really working with a menu that we feel invites everybody in and everybody can find something that they'd like to eat. We've worked on our wine list. We've worked on the environment in here as making it more friendly and less nightclubish. And outdoor dining has helped us with that. It's become definitely more family friendly, I feel.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. And we hope it continues because it's been so well received.
It has, and it's been a game changer. I mean, outdoor dining, like I said to you before, I have been in this building since 1990, and outdoor dining has revitalized downtown Nantucket in a way it hasn't been in 25 years.
Hands down, my favorite part of 2022 is September. September has and always will be my favorite time of year. The water is warm, the weather is perfect, and Nantucket is still so busy.
My favorite part is the return to in-person festivals. I didn't expect it, but I was absolutely euphoric, like attending the Nantucket Wine Festival in May, and similarly the Pops and the Film Festival. And I just think these are so unique to Nantucket and so important to our community experience. So it's really good to have them back.
Yeah, I think the events that they start early in the season and carry us through Stroll, it helps keep the energy going throughout the whole season. And that's what continues to make the season longer and longer, are those amazing chamber events, and we love being a part of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Chamber's really instrumental in putting on the Nantucket Stroll event, which is one of our best days of the year. So we're really grateful to have a small business on this island, and that we're able to be part of those events also.
I think just a shout out to the Chamber for just engaging. Right, there was no playbook for this. Right. So everybody came together. You did the grants. What was it called? The Rock Solid, to help pay for the outdoor furniture, which a lot of people didn't have the money for. Right. And just helping along with the town. You guys, the Chamber pitched in, the town pitched in. Everyone found a way to make it work, and we survived. Right, and that's huge. Right, and that's sort of Nantucket. Right, pulling together.
So my favorite part of 2022, without a doubt, was, I got to cover what happened in July at the Veranda House fire. I had a front row seat to, witnessing, the entire day at the fire scene, and just seeing so many things that really, was a terrible event, and it was really awful in so many ways. Thankfully, no one died, but to me, it was seeing, the community come together and really respond to a tragedy in ways that were, just really wonderful to see, whether it was, what the fire department did and what those guys did, and someone like Nate Barber, running into the fire and saving people, or someone like Vanessa Smith, who, alerted the guests, the hospital coming down to the scene, and helping out, different businesses responding to the guests that needed clothes or, a place to stay. So there were so many examples that happened that day of just like the best parts of Nantucket and the best parts of our community like shining through. And, talking to people and seeing all that was really amazing to see and really heartwarming. And it was great to see the community respond to what happened that day in the way that it did. So to me, that was the highlight of 2022, even though, it was a terrible thing that happened, but the way the community responded was really great.
We have been able to enjoy each other's company, more celebrations in person. We really lost that the past couple years, so really taking any opportunity to celebrate small and big milestones, and just feeling a little more joyful and optimistic.
Yeah, and the human contact too. It's just, between our staff, and our staff has grown so much, and but it's great just to have birthday parties again and just little celebrations.
And to hug our customers.
Yeah.
My hope for the future of Nantucket is that we can find the balance between our essential, tourism-based economy and our quality of life. I feel like there's so many issues in the conversation, about whether it's traffic or short-term rentals, but they all need to be addressed. And I'd say in the short term, I want to see a parking garage. Number one.
Being from Nantucket, I really, I love living here, and I'd love to see generations continue to stay here and make their home here as adults. I think it's pretty obvious what those challenges are for people to stay here in terms of finding affordable housing, earning a fair wage. I would love to see the community and the town find ways to support our workforce by building infrastructures and providing opportunities for people to stay here.
My hope is that the protections we have in place for the community as well as small businesses help preserve the authenticity and identity of the island. I think it's integral to keeping this place truly special is keeping those preservations in place.
I would like to thank the Chamber, certainly, of course, for being such a great partner in business. And after 26 years, I'd like to just have it keep on going. Nantucket Island, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Nantucket.
Thank you very much, Nantucket. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Nantucket.
Thank you, Nantucket.
Thank you, Nantucket.
Thank you, Nantucket. We love you so much.